They ambushed Walter.
According to a Houston Police Department lieutenant at the scene, this is their account of what happened. They say that they identified themselves to police as bounty hunters who were attempting to execute a warrant when things took a dangerous turn. Now check this out. This goes to your point about how they try to look out for each other. The lieutenant, and I'm going to tell you his name, Lieutenant R. Wilkins. This dude said that initially they said that Walter fired on them first in the initial reports. And check out the language they use. This is very important, how the words that they'll use to try to sway the public to take their side, right? Dude said when they approached, this individual was shot numerous times from inside of his vehicle out toward these investigators. One of the investigators fired a rifle only a couple of times, which struck this male and grazed him across the top of his head. Our suspect backed up, crashed into a wall. Officers heard the shots. They were close in the area. They came and gave first aid immediately to our gunshot victim and secured the scene. Hutchins was rushed in critical condition to the hospital where he later died. Now check this out. This is where it gets real interesting. That was the investigator's account of what happened. Had a little confusion right there. Okay, so the lieutenant with HPD said, he said, I think he had some credit card abuse issues, a couple of family violence, and I think maybe a burglary or something like that. He said that the bounty hunters identified themselves. Check this out, fam. Listen to what I'm saying. He said the bounty hunters identified themselves. He has no proof that they identified themselves, but he went on statement to just say it like it's a fact. The bounty hunters identified themselves. They are private investigators, quote, they are private investigators from what they are telling us. They had vests and they had play cards and they had placards and they had badges. So they were identifying themselves before the shooting occurred, he explained. He said, videos circulating on social media, however, showed us something different. So right there, when he said they identified themselves, he's saying that like it's a matter of fact before any investigation has even occurred. He's already telling you the side that they're taking. He's also telling you the side that they're taking when they haven't made an arrest. We know we can just be accused of something. We ain't have to kill nobody. It don't have to be no video evidence or anything. We can just be accused of something, and they'll show up like SWAT team and to make an arrest. So why are these dudes still on the streets? You know, this is one of them situations where, hey, man, you know, there are people. A lot of these bounty hunters, and I don't know if this is the case with these guys, but a lot of these bounty hunters are former police officers or wannabe police officers. So when they see the police acting like thugs and doing no-knock warrants and just killing people because they can, because they got the authority and they got the protection, then they want to be that. They want to. That's what I saw. That looked like a hit. That looked like an organized hit. If you haven't seen the video, fam, the video is in the description of in the description of this video. That looked like a hit. That did not look like peace officers or hired professional investigators coming to execute a warrant. That looked like some thugs coming to execute a human being.
Yeah, no, you absolutely right. It was that, you know what I mean? It looked like it was that, you know, and you know, we started this journey in the 80s when we named the group the Ghetto Boys, simply because we wanted to be voices for ghettos and our people around the world. And here we are today, you know what I mean, live on Willie D Live, doing the very thing that we started years ago, being voices for those who couldn't be voices for themselves. And it's real interesting that these narratives, decade after decade, it's always a them against us situation when it comes to just doing something as simple as telling the truth.
Mm-hmm.
To have that video and to say anything other than the truth, because that video speaks volumes. You know what I mean? Wasn't no shooting and going on from Walter's side in that video. He simply got in his car, put his car in reverse, and before he knew it, he was ambushed and assassinated. You know what I mean? They gunned him down. The man didn't have no idea, was never given an opportunity that this is anybody of law enforcement. They run up on him in the dark, in the hood. You know what I mean? We all are aware of what's taking place in Houston right now. People get robbed and killed, on a continual basis. And in the hood, that's a place we from, and we understand when anybody is running up or making moves like that, then our lives are in danger and in fear. So
Mm-hmm.
it's a sad thing, man. But we ain't new to this. We've been talking about this, and we're gonna continue to talk about this until it's over.
Right. Absolutely, man. That's cold blooded, man. To see something like that happen, man, and to see it in 4K, right in your face, it's indisputable. It's like you say, if you look at that video and you come to any other conclusion, you part of the problem. Something is wrong with you. You're really off. And you need to get your head checked. What do you say to people who say that because Walter had uh, a criminal history or he had a record that he was wanted, that perhaps he deserved what he got? I read some comments where that was a few people said, well, don't commit crime and you won't have bounty hunters looking for you and you won't get killed.
Yeah, well, I say to those kind of people, uh, reveal yourself from the Cape, because you're a Ku Klux Klan member. You walking around with a lot of hate in your heart for people that make mistakes in life, and is inhumane for one to feel like it's justifiable to kill a person because they don't want to go to jail, or because they simply don't show up in court and don't want to deal with those situations. That's we all every day have a choice and a chance. You know what I mean? And chance and a choice. And it's just a sad thing when one feel like you deserve to die and we're gonna kill you because you don't turn yourself in or whatnot. That's justification of, you know what I mean? You got officers, you got different people that actually feel this way. This is a conversation with us, but they actually feel like this. And these are the people we have to put the spotlight on, man, and show the world that they're unworthy of being any kind of officer. Like these bounty hunters, for example. As I do my due diligence, I'm realizing that they have been just done this to another guy a few weeks ago. And I'm sure, you know what I mean, it goes on and on. But the difference is you and I are aware of this now. You know what I mean? And can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. Lost you for a moment,
Can
but
you hear me?
I hear you. Yeah,
Yo,
I hear you.
yo, you can hear me. Yeah, the difference now is you and I, are aware of this, and we're not by ourselves when we speak. And the little weight that we do carry a lot of times can be a difference, man. And it has been a difference where our loved ones and different things are concerned. So, we're gonna speak out, we're gonna blow the horn, and then we're gonna do things that's necessary to make sure our people are treated with dignity and respect.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I was checking out some of the rules of bounty hunting, and and some of the associated rules, and I came across the Texas Department of Public Safety, a website,
I'm not
and
hearing you.
you can't hear me.
You
What about now? You hear me now?
can hear me, Will?
I hear you. I can hear you. Yeah, I hear you fine. Bear with us, fam. We're gonna try to get Jay back in here as fast as possible.